Hello everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back at last to a playthrough of Eldritch Horror and the twin blasphemies of the Black Goat. Yes, we're taking on Shub-Niggurath and we're trying to stop her from devouring the world. We've got our four investigators, Leo Anderson, Finn Edwards, Diana Stanley and Jenny Barnes, and they're currently all here on the map. And yes, we're in a bit of trouble. We should have won this game by now. I've not been rolling to my usual standards, and we're on the final we're on the third mystery, which is nature of the All-Mother or something like that. We need to get 4 clues onto that mystery. Fortunately, we've only got 3. We need an extra one. And we're in a bit of trouble because we're only on 3 doom. And we've got a whole lot of monsters on the board. Basically means that if we get a reckoning in the mythos phase this turn, that means that we'll lose all that doom easily. And it means Shub-Niggurath will awaken and we will get a final mystery. So we were in a bit of a quandary about what to do, but just before I go through that very quickly, just to bring us all up to where we are, a bit of a mistake last turn. If you remember, Jenny, she bumped into a dark young. Now, I thought it was an ambush, so I put the dark young back over here. Where he's waiting to come out at various points because he's like sort of a spawn monster for Shub-Niggurath. But it wasn't an ambush, it was actually a spawn, so several of you pointed that out. So it actually stays on the board, which is more good news for us. But we did get 2, I think we got 2 damage on it, so that remains as well. So yes. Poor old Jenny, she's still got a dark young on her tail. I think that was the only thing I got wrong last turn, so I've corrected that. But it does mean we've got an extra monster on the board, so I think we've got about 12 on the board now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the board. But that is still too many. If we get a reckoning, it means we'll lose 2 doom straight away. And we'll probably lose extra doom with a reckoning because we've got a couple of these rumours over here that will trigger. So basically that'll mean Shub-Niggurath will wake up. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to carry on as we are. Yeah. If you live by the sword of Yahatala, you die by the sword of Yahatala. There's really no point in us trying to say kill 4 or 5 of these monsters. 1, we can't do it. There's possibility we can kill 2 with the Chthonian and the Dark Young. Very unlikely. I suppose Finn could use his tome. He's got a tome that could possibly get rid of a monster. But I don't think, but with the rumours up here as well, we'll just end up like losing 3 doom and we'll be caught between two stools. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on doing what we were doing, because this is how I play this game anyway. I go for it, you know, no messing around, fannying around. Let's just carry on with what our plan was. We made a plan a few turns ago and we may as well stick with it. Try to change the plan now, it's just gonna, like, we're just going to end up, you know, making a balls of it anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to bank on the fact that we're not going to get a reckoning. We've got a 1 in 3 chance of not getting a reckoning because we've got 6 cards left. We're just moving into the 3rd stage of the mythos, and that means we've got 2 green cards and 4 yellow cards. So we've got a 1 in 3 chance that we won't get a yellow card. Yeah, 33% chance. We're just going to have to go for it. If we do get a reckoning, then Tufty, Shub-Niggurath's going to wake up, and we do have some decent weapons, so perhaps we will be able to, like, kill her. Doubt it. Normally what I'd do, if I wasn't playing on the camera, as soon as the AO sort of awakens, I generally just say, right, I've lost the game. But because I'm videoing it and I just get a load of people saying, but you've got to, like, continue to the end, I will do. Yeah, so if that happens, we'll do it. But hopefully it won't. We won't get we won't get a yellow mythos card. Hopefully we'll get a green one. Even if we do get a green one, yeah, you never know what you're going to get on a mythos card. We could end up losing 3 doom anyway. But at least with a green card, we will have a chance. Because of that, we're going to concentrate on trying to pick up the final clue to put onto our mystery here. Even if Shub-Niggurath does awaken, and we get what is called the final mystery, which will probably be fighting Shub-Niggurath, you still have to, before you can do that final mystery, you still have to complete 3 mysteries. So we're going to have to complete this mystery at whatever, either to win the game or to be able to crack on with the final mystery should Shub-Niggurath wake up. So all that being equal, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to crack on with what our original plan was, keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll get away with it. We should have won it by now. Just, yeah, just didn't roll well enough. We had a really cracking start when we killed the 2 spawns of the twin blasphemies at the Amazon. We got a really good start, and then, yeah, just the dice didn't really go for us. And yeah, we've sort of stuttered our way, but we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Comes down, as it often does in this game, to a turn of a card. Enough wittering. Let's get on with this actual turn. Could be the last one. We're not going to mess around with who's our first investigator. We'll keep it as Leo. So let's get over to the action phase. Leo looked down at the twisted form of the museum director and shook his head sadly. By the academic's hand lay the earthenware jar they had found in the chieftain's hut. It was decorated in glyphs and pictograms of what looked like a vast goat-like creature surrounded by a multitude of crawling figures, all of which were deformed and twisted. The director had opened the stopper, unable to contain his curiosity. It looked like the liquid within had vaporised as soon as the seal had been broken, engulfing the director in a cloud of corrosive gas, which stripped all the flesh from his skull. Leo looked away, and then he looked up. He had noticed a commotion outside. It looked like Edwards had returned to the camp from his scouting expedition. Leo hoped that the young fellow had experienced some better luck. And here we are with Leo. What's he going to do? Well, he's going to do 2 things. He's going to rest and he's going to move to the pyramids. Now, because the Chthonian is at the heart of Africa, that means he's got to move first. So just off camera here, I'm going to move him up to the pyramids. And at the pyramids, there's no monsters, so he can rest. So he's going to get a health and he's going to get a sanity. So he's got 3 sanity and 6 health. He does have the medical journal, but he can only have a maximum of 6 health, so he doesn't get the extra health for resting because he's at his maximum now. So he's moved to the pyramids and he has rested. That's it for Leo. Next up is Finn Edwards. Finn had left camp as soon as the creature had been sighted. "You search the village, Anderson, and I'll track this thing," he had said. "Your team will get more done, and I can make sure nothing nasty bothers you while you get on with it." Finn had tracked it to a small cave by a dark pool. Night was falling, so Finn had decided to climb a tree and wait until dawn before going inside. It was a decision that had saved his life. The creature did not live in the cave. As the moon rose, Finn watched in horror as the monster crawled out of the muddy pool. So here we are with Finn. What's he going to do? He's going to do exactly the same. So he too is going to move to the pyramids. to get away from the Chthonian. And then what he's going to do is he is going to rest as well. So he goes up to 4 sanity and 6 health. And that's it for him. Now, why have I moved both of the guys to the pyramids? Well, obviously to rest, because they couldn't rest in the heart of Africa because of the Chthonian. But also, there is another clue at the pyramids. There's only one, but that's all we need. And we want Finn and Leo in the same wilderness area because of Leo's special ability, which means anybody who's on the same wilderness area as Leo gets an extra die. So we'll move them both up to the pyramids and we'll have 2 goes at getting that clue. As I've mentioned, we only need 1. So that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so that's it for Finn. Next up is the lovely Jenny. Jenny had bribed the policeman easily. He had licked his greasy lips at the sight of her jewel-encrusted brooch and immediately given her directions to the hunting cabin. The snow was bad. He would loan her his car and she had better take his coat. Stick to the road, he advised, and have a look around by all means. He himself had searched the hut a week ago and found nothing. The man, he had probably been killed by wolves. The police would do a more thorough search once the snows had melted. The body could be anywhere, assuming anything was left of it. Jenny had taken the car and made the trip out to the cabin. It was indeed empty, and it had an evil, desolate look, hemmed in as it was by the dark, forbidding tiger of tangled trees. Frost and ice covered it almost completely, so it looked more like a small, snow-covered hillock in a forest glade. Jenny searched the icy tomb-like hut and found a diary. Perhaps this would tell her something. She put it in her pocket and then turning around, she'd walk back to the car. Off to her left, something caught her eye, hung up in one of the trees. She recoiled in horror. It was the remains of what had once been a man. His half-eaten body had been dragged up into the branches. Jenny had heard of African big cats doing this with their prey, but surely wolves didn't put their kills in trees. It was then that she heard the cracking and crashing of wood and branches as something huge began to charge towards her out of the forest. So here we are with Jenny. And surprisingly enough, she's going to do something very similar. She's not going to hang around with a dart young. Yeah. She managed to fight it off, get in the car and do a runner. And do a runner is what she's done. And she's actually going to travel. And she's going to travel back to Tokyo. There is a clue in Tokyo. And that clue, even though it's on a city space, is just as good for putting on the mystery. So she's gone to Tokyo to try and pick up that clue. Once she's in Tokyo, there's no monster with her, so she can rest. So she will also get herself an extra health, and she'll get herself an extra sanity. So 3 very similar turns for Leo, Finn and Jenny. Next up, it is Diana Stanley. Diana had spent days trekking to the standing stones. They were exactly where the old trapper had said they were, and they were just as disturbing as the old man had warned her. Don't you be spending the night near 'em, missy, you hear me? They's bad. The Dogrib, they says that they's the altar of the cloven and avoid the place. Thought it were just savage talk till I went there myself. No birds, no padded feet critters. Nobbut the critters with hooves. Tracks of those all over the hill and nothing else. Go see yourself, but don't you be staying. They stones, like I say, got strange holes in 'em, you'll see. Don't go at night. Dogrib says a dark mother comes and takes you and makes you one of her brood. Diana wasn't going to argue, and after the last few months she was fully prepared to believe the warnings. Now approaching the circle herself, she could see the holes that had been cut near the top of each of the stones, the largest being on the huge central stone. She saw the cloudy slate grey skies of the early afternoon scudding across the gap, and it looked a little strange. Wait! The hole wasn't empty. It was a lens. There was some kind of clear, transparent substance filling it. Getting out of her compass and taking a few bearings, Diana realised that the midwinter moonrise would align perfectly with the central stone. And here we are with Diana. Yes, she's on space 4. She's not going to move. So, bit of a change. She's actually going to stay exactly where she is. And because she's staying exactly where she is and there are no monsters there, she is going to do the same in that she's going to rest first. So that'll put her up to 5 and to 4. Because you never know, during a research encounter, we may bump into something nasty. There's always a chance of that. So, she's done that. Now, we've got a bit of a choice here. What we could do is we could gain a focus, but we've got, what is it, the Mythos Codex. We've been picking like crap like this up all of the time. And we haven't really been using it. Normally because, you know, it's not great. But this is actually a will test. So you muster up the courage to look upon the secrets of the universe. If you pass, the pages contain knowledge your mind can hardly fathom. You know, and we need all the help we can get. With any luck, it might allow us to get rid of a monster, but we'll see. So we've got to do the will test. We'll do it over here. So I think I can fit this on here, and hopefully the dice won't go everywhere. So her will is currently, ooh, it's a crappy 2, isn't it? Her will's 2, but do I get any extras from anywhere? Just check. Yeah, I get +1 will from the ancient manuscript. And the Grizzly Totem is +1 will, but obviously that doesn't start. But we can re-roll. I might keep that. I might not use the re-roll. Just check the Arcane Blade. No, that doesn't help. Oh, we took a rest, didn't we? So we've got the canopic jar. So we've got that as well. We did perform a rest action. The spirits of the dead whisper to you, so that's a law -1. We'll do that first because we've just done the rest action. Good job I was looking through there. I'd forgotten all about that. It's been a while. It's been a month or whatever since the last game. So she has got a law of 5, hasn't she? Because she gets +1 from something else. Arcane manuscript and the ancient manuscripts and the arcane manuscript. And we've got a re-roll. Yeah, we've got 2 re-rolls. Don't think I'll bother, but 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. We got a 5 there. So, awesome. So, we'll flip it over. And I'll have to scan the back of this, but it should come up now. Since finding that jar, your dreams have been visited by the spirits from your past, offering their forgiveness for previous failures. Speaking with them renews your confidence and dissolves your fear of others. Resolve one effect of your choice. Improve influence, then flip this card, or gain 1 random ally asset from the deck and discard this card. We'll improve influence. We will improve our influence. Why not? Let me dig an improvement token out. So our influence goes up to 3 now, I believe. Cool. Pop that in here. Right. So we've done that. And now we'll do the Mythos Codex. So we've got 3 dice, I think. We'll keep that 5. Get rid of the other 3. 1, 2. So an extra 2. So we've got 3 dice. And where have I put my shaker? The shaker's here. So we've got 3 dice. And yeah, we just need to pass, don't we, and find out what the Mythos Codex is going to do for us. Absolutely nothing, because we've muffed it. I will spend 1 clue on it. Just 1 clue. So we'll get rid of that. And we'll just give it another go, see if we can get at least one success, just in case there's something bad on the other side. A 5, yes. Well worth it, I think. So flick it over. Mythos Codex, it should be coming up now, after I've scanned it. Within the flaking pages of the Singed Codex, you discover the true source of all magic. Oh, nice. And the mind-shattering implications of what might befall one who delves too deeply. Resolve one effect of your choice. You may spend 1 sanity to improve lore, then flip this card. You may gain 1 glamour, 1 incantation, and 1 ritual spell, then discard this card. We'll just spend the 1 sanity. She's still got 3 left. And we'll improve lore again. So we'll put that up to 5. Because you never know, we may get a lore test and we get to keep the codex that way. Okay, yes, so those are her 2 actions. She's rested. And then what she's done is while she was resting, she took a look at the codex and she's managed to improve her lore. Excellent stuff. Okay, that's it for the action phase. Next up, oh yes, it's the encounter phase. And here we are at the encounter phase. First up, it's our good friend Leo. So he's going to go first, and he's going to do a mystery encounter. Obviously, we want that clue. And I'd like to get this clue right now. I'm not in for, you know, leaving it for Diana as the final, like, investigator to try and get it. Let's get this clue early and on the mystery. Straight up. So here is our card. So there it is. I shall scan this, and by the magic of editing it should be appearing around now. The cultists weave through the trees, making it hard to follow them. Another bloody observation test. -1. Oh, his observation's pants as well. Oh no, he got a +1 now. So 3 dice. Doesn't get anything else, I don't think. No, but he does get 3 dice. So, come on. 3 dice. Come on, man. Let's have it. A 6, yes. Yes, now let's get the bloody clue. If there is one. If you pass, you watch their ritual, gain this clue. Yes! So we've got this clue, and in fact he had an extra die roll because he's in the wilderness. Doesn't matter, we got it anyway. So he's going to take this clue. He's going to plonk it straight on the mystery. So the mystery is solved, but only at the end of the mythos phase. So we haven't won yet. If you fail, well, we didn't fail. So that's funky. So I'll put this to one side because we're going to have to scan it. And, oh, thank heavens for that. We're halfway there. So he has managed to do that. He's watched the ritual and he's got the final clue to solve that mystery. Well done, Leo. Well done, son. All right. And, yes, that's it for Leo. So next up will be Finn. And here we are with Finn. Now, there isn't a clue there anymore, so you can't do a research encounter. We'll put those back. And, yes, he's just got to do a wilderness encounter, hasn't he? So let's get the deck out. There it is. We'll give it a cut like we normally do. And see the card. This is the card he's got. Wilderness. In the middle of the night, a feral beast rips apart your camp and attacks you. We've got to do a strength test. So it's just straight strength, this. His strength is 4. He's got a clue and he's got a couple of focus. We can't use any weapons though. It's just a strength test. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I wish they were still blessed, Diana and Finn. So, yeah, it's straight strength, no pluses or minuses. Come on. 5. Yes, he passes. Excellent. If you pass, you feel invincible. Improve will. Brilliant. And he didn't fail, so put that over here to be scanned. And he gets a will improvement. We're getting a lot of improvements. So his will goes up. Oh, he'd already gone up by 1, so it's now up by 2. And his will, I'll put this back because I didn't need it, I already had one in there. So his will is now 5. Brilliant. Well done, you. Well done, son. Alright, so he's improved his will. Brilliant. That's it for Finn. And next up is Jenny Barnes. And here we are with Jenny. She is in Tokyo. Now what we're going to do, we are going to have a research encounter here. And the reason for that is, put it the right way up, and the reason for that is we could perhaps solve one of these rumours. Because awakening the old ones, that particular rumour, if we put 2 clues on it, we solve it. So let's try and do that. So we could try, you know, a Tokyo encounter and try and get rid of a monster, but let's see if we can solve the rumour instead. Just for chucks. So this is our card, and we're now in a city. So you search an underground temple dedicated to a fertility goddess. Observation -1. Pants. She does have a focus token though, I've got to remember that. Her observation is 3, so not too bad, and we've got a focus token. Do we have anything else that helps us? Trying to have a look. I don't think we get any observation off anything. Don't think so. No, so it's just bring that just so I don't forget. But yeah, just 2 dice unfortunately. Ugh. And a focus for a reroll. Come on. 6, yes. So if you pass, you pour the foul substance on the ground and study the effect. Gain this clue and 1 additional clue. So we've got the clue, which I'm going to put on the awakening the old ones. At an encounter, an investigator on a space containing a clue may attempt to stop the ritual. A cultist monster ambushes him. If he defeats it... Oh no! We just get the clue because I didn't read the rumour. If I wanted to put... I should have got the cultist monster if I wanted to do that. I didn't. I should have read it. I didn't, unfortunately. So we keep that and we get this clue. Oh, I'm a clown. Fancy not reading it. I just thought it was, you know, like the mystery and I could put the clue on it, but it isn't. It's being ambushed by a cultist monster. Oh, never mind. So there we go. And we get an additional clue, don't we? Yeah, get an additional clue. Why not? So, where's the clue bag? Brian's clue bag. Not many clues left in here now. So, there's the additional clue. Put that on a player tray. So, there we go. Did a research encounter I didn't have to do. But, yeah. It definitely means that we would pass our mystery. As we got a second clue. So, there we go. Alright, so that's it for Jenny. She just doubled down, getting some clues. Alright, next up is going to be Diana Stanley. Let's go across and see how she gets on. And here we are with Diana, and she's in the Canadian wilderness. Just realised that if I'd done that Awakening the Old Ones rumour, like if I'd read it, and Jenny had managed to defeat a cultist, then we could have automatically succeeded at this, because the special ability for Diana is actually being able to get rid of cultists. But yeah, that's what you get when you don't read things properly. Always read things properly, kids. Don't be like Uncle Catweazle. So what's she going to do? Well, I'm not going to bother with a research encounter. We'll just do a bog standard thingy encounter, a wilderness encounter. Let's just do that. I think that's the wrong way around, so we'll flick those over. So this is the one we're going to do. Wilderness. You scrape away years of moss and lichen from the stone altar, uncovering a series of prehistoric symbols. You think you can interpret the carvings, test law. Awesome. She's got 6 law, 5 plus 1 from her various tomes and what have you. So that's 6 law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Surely she's going to pass. She's also got a couple of rerolls. Doesn't need them, she gets 3 successes. Let's read the rest of this. If you pass, gain 1 clue or 1 spell. She'll gain a clue. No need to get a spell now, I don't think. So she'll just get a clue out of the bag. Put that on there. So that'll do, because it's win or bust now. Anyway, oh, don't put it back in the deck because we've got to scan it. Alright, so quite a good encounter phase there. Nobody failed. And we did get, we got 2 research clues. One of which we put Leo's onto the mystery. So that will be completed this turn. Even if Shub-Niggurath awakes, we will complete that particular mystery. But will Shub-Niggurath awake? We shall find out, because now it is time for the laugh and the chuckle phase. And here we are at the laugh and the chuckle phase. I haven't even bothered moving that out of the way. Let's just find out the good and the bad news straight away. There is the laugh and chuckle deck. We have 6 cards, or we should have. Let's just check. Whoop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 2 of them are green. 4 of them are pretty much lose the game. What do we get? Come on, green. Yes, we got green. But we could still lose 3 doom. But at least we know we've got a chance. We've still got a chance. So we've got omen movement. Goes round to a blue constellation. We've got no gates with a blue constellation, so we don't lose any doom that way. Then we've got a good old monster surge, but we do not have any blue constellation gates, so I think that means that we have got to do a gate, haven't we? Yep, I've got to spawn a gate. So that's one of these, and we get relay space 3. Alrighty, so that we're going to get yet another monster, but that's on space 3. Get the monster bag. So we're up to about 12 monsters now. Not a star vampire, if you please. No, we've got a leopard man. That's going to end up in, I think that's going to end up in the heart of Africa, actually. Let's have a quick, because it's got a spawn symbol on there. It's got 2 toughness. Horror check is a will test. Got to get at least 1 success or lose sanity. Combat is a strength test, and 2 successes or start losing health. When this monster is spawned, move to the heart of Africa. Then search the deck for a heart. The Heart of Africa expedition encounter. Shuffle the deck and place that card on top. Well, the expedition is already there, so I'm not going to bother doing that. Seems a lot of shuffling for like no reason. As the mind you, it says the next one, doesn't it? Oh, I suppose I better do it. Where's the deck? Where's the deck? Oh, where have I put it? Here it is. Okay, so we've just got to find a Heart of Africa one, haven't we? Is that what it said? Yes, got to search the deck and then shuffle it, so we'll just look from the bottom. Heart of Africa, there's one. Take the first one. Shuffle the rest. Oh, in fact, I could have looked at the front, couldn't I? Duh. I didn't read it. In fact, turn it over. In fact, we'll do it correctly. I'll put that in. Fancy turning it over. Right, I'll do a cut. Oh, look. Is that the Heart of Africa? Heart of Africa on the top on the cut. So we'll leave that on top. Don't know which one that is. Pop that over here. Alright. So we've done that. Just on the off chance that we've got to carry on. So that's the Leopard Man done. We've done that. What is next? We have clue generation. So we get 2, I think. So 2 clues. Don't know if we've got 2 left, to be honest. We haven't, we've only got 1 left. Istanbul is a clue. Put that there. I'll just have to get the discards and put them in the bag so we can draw again. Bear with me, viewers. Blimey, we've gone through a few clues. All them now. Loads of them in there now. So the clue that's coming back out is space 7. So we'll pop that there. Okay. There we are. So that's the clues done. And then we're just off onto reading the flavour text. Letters begin to arrive telling you of the unexpected tragedies that have beset your friends. Uh-oh. You do not intend to fall victim to whatever traps await you, but you cannot help but wonder, when the time comes, will you be ready for the axe to fall? You are not prepared. Event. Each investigator gains 1 injury condition and 1 madness condition unless they spend 1 clue. Surely we can do this. Surely we've got away with it. So, first investigator is Leo, who can't spend a clue. So he gets to pick, doesn't he, between an injury and a madness. He'll take an injury condition. He does a lot of running around in jungles. He'll have got an injury somewhere. So here are the injury conditions. Give it a quick shuffle and a cut. And he gets a back injury. When you perform a rest action, you may roll 1 die, and a 5 or a 6 you can get rid of the card. And it's test strength on a reckoning. But he's got himself a back injury. I'll put that to one side because I'm going to have to scan it. Right, so he had to take an injury. Who's after him? Finn. Finn does have a clue. He's going to spend it. Goes into the discard. Same for Jenny. She has a clue. She's going to spend 1 because it's the end of the game. Who cares? And finally, yes, good old Diana. She has a clue. In fact, she got 1 this very turn. So she's going to spend that and she's not going to get an injury. And that is it. That is the end of the mythos phase. Go across to Nature of the All-Mother, which has got 4 clues on it. At the end of the mythos phase, if there are clues on this card equal to the number of investigators solve this mystery, there are. We have solved the mystery. That's the 3rd mystery. And that is Bowbys to Shub-Niggurath. She will not be waking up because we won the game! Yes! We have won the game. Good old Catweazle lot getting a green. So we managed to win the game there. Whew. Yeah, if we'd got a reckoning, Shub-Niggurath would have awoken and we'd have still been playing. But as it is, thankfully, we managed to win that one. So whew, that was pretty close. I mean, we ended up still on 3 there, but yeah, that was a turn of the card win. Yeah, we desperately needed it to be a green. And we've got away with it. And managed to win the game. Woo! Odd game. I still have the feeling we should have won that ages ago. It should have been a lot easier than it was. Some crappy rolling on some turns didn't help. And also, early on, if I'd actually, you know, respawned one of the twin Blasphemies, we'd have probably won a lot earlier. We did have the double-barreled shotgun at the time. We could have just done exactly the same as we did at the Amazon and just killed it. Yeah, just got Leo over there to kill it, and then it'd have only been one more mystery, and we could have probably like won this game with about 3 or 4 turns to go. So yeah, but you know, made it a bit of a nail biter, and we did risk it for a biscuit. I ignored the rumours. I still think that was the right call, and I ignored the monsters to a certain extent. We did get a bit unlucky with those star vampires. Otherwise, we'd still be on about 6 or 7 doom. But those star vampires coming out really like knocked the doom down. But yeah, we should have won a lot easier, to be honest. But a combination of bad rolling, drawing star vampires out, and not wanting to do the same, essentially the same mystery twice, meant it went down to the wire a bit. So anyway, at the end, all's well that ends well, and we've managed to save the world. So well done, team. Well done, team. Great stuff. Right, bad news. The bad news is that Castle Catweazle, we're having all of our double glazing replaced. We've had it for about 25 years. It's beginning to show its age. So we're getting all the windows replaced. Now, could be next week, could be in a month's time. Builder, not quite sure when he can pop round. But what it does mean is, God, can you hear that weather outside? Heat wave stopped, by the way. Just like torrential rain now. I don't know if you can hear it. But anyway, another reason to get the windows replaced. Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to be next week or it's going to be a month's time, but I'm going to have to, like, obviously, we're going to have to make sure that everything's all ready for that happening, and that includes the gaming room. So I'm going to have to, like, you know, put all this away, the table and everything, you know, just so they've got access to get in, replace the window and all the rest of it. So could be a couple of weeks, could be a month and a bit before I actually get back to doing another board game playthrough. When I do come back, I don't know which one I'm going to do. I haven't a clue, you know. I'll have a look round. I'll probably play something I haven't played before, yeah, because let's you know, get stuck into my shelf of shame and get something new played. And then I'll have a think about, you know, I'll probably bring back an old favourite after that. I might even do Shadows of Brimstone after that. We'll see. But yeah, just a warning there. So it could be another 4 weeks before we get a new playthrough. Other than that, thank you. Oh, was there something else? No, I think that was it. If there was something else I forgot to tell you, I'll put it across the screen. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions, for all the views, and thank you for all the likes and dislikes. Anything, oh yeah, if I've made a mistake, let me know. Obviously, packing all this away now, so I won't be able to correct it next episode. But anybody watching, you know, they'll be able to read the comments and see where I've gone wrong. By all means, put that in there. I don't think I've done anything wrong that means we haven't actually won the game, so I think we're all right there. But I may have made an error somewhere else, so if you've spotted anything, by all means point it out, and thank you very much. Other than that, thanks for all the help and support as always. Anybody who's been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site there, thank you. Anybody who's gone to BGG to like the video threads, you know, make a comment, drop Geek Gold, anything like that, thank you so much. And as I say, could be a while, but thank you for watching Eldritch Horror and the twin Blasphemies of the Black Goat. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. Apologies that this what turned out to be the last turn taken so long, but yeah, you know, heatwave, European Championships, Olympics, just time slips away. What can I say? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.